Well, if it wasn't for the Bronx, a lot of things wouldn't be happening, right? Remember that song, Uptown, baby, Uptown? So we are the epicenter of culture. The problem is culture gonna acknowledge that? They never do. Now hip hop's a global conversation, but they forget that it started here in the Bronx. New York City wouldn't even be New York City if the Bronx didn't become part of it. So yeah, the Bronx is kind of the forgotten child of culture, but it's not going to be anymore. So 9J is my apartment number. And because people would never want to come to I live in Pelham Bay, and that's further north. People didn't want to come to the Bronx. So I decided to create a store that had the same vibe as my apartment to invite people to the Bronx. And it was great. We had B, we had Ree, we had Miss J, we had June Ambrose, we had Swizzy. All my peoples, they all came to support. A lot more people. And people from all over the world discovered the Bronx through my store. You know, and I'm an ambassador, right? I'm not gonna sit there and go, yeah, hip hop, yeah, graffiti. No, you're gonna see a different perspective. And I made sure I own the term South Bronx Lux, which was my term when I told people that it was like, how you got South Bronx Lux? And now they see it, you know, and it's hilarious because I'm already onto something else. I give myself 2 years to evolve. No one understood what South Bronx Lux was because it didn't exist. But I used the store to define what culture is now. A lot of people are stuck in, oh, hip hop came from the Bronx, but what about the culture that's developing now, right? Like, what about the brilliant minds and the creative talents? Like, you know, the person who I love to highlight is Devon Rodriguez. I forced him to paint me. He didn't even understand. I was like, trust me, in the next 2-3 years, you're gonna understand. He painted me within the second week of me opening the store in my store. And you know, and I put all this stuff up, you know, I made sure it was popping so he could get his recognition, and it led to other things. You know, the idea was for me to pull attention to the Bronx in a different way, because I'm tired of everyone saying, you're going to the Bronx. And now they don't say that. Now they go, wow, the Bronx. And I look at them like they're stupid, because I've been telling them that forever, you know? Wow. I think what I embraced most about the grind, and to my claim at least, was that it's okay to be yourself, right? Some days you will be broke as fuck. And there's some days you'll have tons of abundance, but it is what it is that you really want, and who are you within that process, right? Can you wake up every day and be okay with not having something, not being able to go to an event, not being able to buy the things you want? If you can answer that question and say yes, then you're good, you know? I've been working for myself for 10 years. My first job was Baby Fat by Kimberly Simmons. I was a kid. I left at age 23, I'm now 33. And I've been working for myself as a consulting and a contractor for 10 years. And I've been moving upward, and there were ups and downs. But at the point in my career now, I'm happy that I am who I am because of all those ups and downs. So I say to people that none of it matters, none of the shit matters, none of it. Like, the clothes I wear could be taken tomorrow. This amazing vintage marble table could be broken. You can't take any of this shit with you, right? It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't hold any substance. The thing that holds substance is how you treat people and how they remember you being treated. I care about my family, achieving my goals, and seeing other people achieve theirs. Like, that's all I care about. And I don't know what happens, but sometimes it comes full circle. And then I'm like, good. So the question is, where the hell are we going next, right? So we have a president who is using his power to fuck up the rest of the country. Literally letting people starve. And it doesn't matter to him because they're not rich. And it's people who are mainly from a lower class. And we're letting the powers that be run the mass, which is not how it should be. It's supposed to be we the people. We the people are just sitting here on our phones complaining and there's no action. And that's our fault because we let it happen. I'm saying us all because we allowed him to get to this point. Even though we didn't take him seriously at first and he won. There's people who didn't even get up and vote. That happened. And now we're here. Meanwhile, we have a bomb-ass former First Lady killing the game, giving you looks, doing her public speaking, and having a best-selling novel.